Michigan is looking to pass a string of election reform laws that critics have called voter suppression.
Georgia recently became the first state to actually change their voting process. Here's a deeper look at what Michigan lawmakers are considering. New voting laws in Michigan are proposing to restrict access to ballot drop boxes for absentee voters, enforce stricter identification laws, and charge absentee voters for postage on their ballots.
They say this is about creating a more reliable, safer election. So how does someone having to spend money to send their ballot in create a safer election? Well, common sense tells you it does not. There's only one purpose, and that is to create barriers for people to have access to the ballot.
Last week, Georgia's Republican governor signed a wave of election reform bills into law, including a rule prohibiting volunteers from bringing water to people in line. In Michigan, these laws may have more of an uphill battle.
They be challenged immediately from on a constitutional basis and every other legal avenue that's available. And there appears to be many flaws in the proposals as they exist today.
Following the 2020 election, Republicans nationwide pushed the theory that the election had been stolen from former President Donald Trump. Even after that claim has been deemed untrue by courts around the country, including the Supreme Court, it is being used to justify election reform laws proposed in 43 states.
This is an ongoing saga from the presidential election when the former president got people all worked up in a frenzy suggesting that the election was stolen from him. And for whatever reason, the Michigan Republicans are continuing down that path.
President Biden has criticized these attempts as Michigan is now one of several battleground states now considering election reform laws that would restrict access to the polls.